Steve Jobs, Dana Carvey, Maya Angelou, and Richard QBert Quiteves have in common? Well, they were all recently featured in a San Francisco Chronicle article on Bay Area graduates who have made it big. Born and raised in Daly City, Richard Quiteves, aka DJ QBert, first burst into the turntablist scene in 1985 as a member of the Invisible Scratch Pickles with Mixmaster Mike of the Beastie Boys, garnering attention from the hip-hop community for his unconventional use of the turntable as a musical instrument. In the early 90s, QBert dominated the DJ competition circuit, claiming the DMC US and World DJ Championship titles from 1991 to 1994. The DMC, the world's largest DJ organization, states that QBert's win raised the bar almost beyond anyone's reach. Since inducted into the DMC Hall of Fame, QBert has been dubbed the greatest DJ turntablist of all time. QBert has created an enterprise out of his passion for music, launching Thud Rumble in 1996. This production and talent management agency has been credited by DJ Times for transforming the world of the disc jockey into a multi-billion-dollar industry. In May of 2009, QBert launched Scratch University, an online tutorial site where aspiring DJs can learn all about beat juggling, turntable drumming, and trick mixing, to name a few. We caught up with QBert at his Scratch University studios in Burlingame, California. Explain to us a little bit the difference between what you do and what a DJ does, because I understand there's a big difference.
Oh, well, there's different types of DJs. You have guys that they're on the radio and they're a DJ.
Uh-huh.
You have guys in a club who are DJs that play music for people.
Uh-huh.
And you have people that do it for fun in their bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And there's other guys that they compete and they battle and they do like juggling tricks.
Uh-huh.
They're doing all these remixing live type things. You have studio DJs who just are in the studio making music.
Uh-huh.
You also got DJs like myself that scratch. I'm like a turntablist, a scratch DJ.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, playing it like a musical instrument.
Yeah.
And then you got DJs that are everything all at once as well, or several of those options.
But I understand that you kind of encompass all of the different types of styles in DJ.
Some of them, yeah, but I'm not really a radio DJ. I'm kind of shy, so I just do the music and stuff.
So tell us a little bit about some of the projects that you've done recently. I know that you had a DVD series for how to teach folks how to do what you do.
How to scratch, it's, what is it, do-it-yourself scratch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there's a tutorial we make how to teach DJs how to scratch from step 1 until advanced. There's volume 2 and stuff for advanced DJs, and then we have this video called Scratchlopedia, which is a dictionary of, well, it's an encyclopedia of over 120 techniques of scratching. And then we moved that over to an online school now, which is the QBert Scratch University, which just opened like a few weeks ago. And it is, we just teach DJs around the world. They send me a video of themselves scratching at home, and I'll send them a video back and say, well, maybe you can do this to enhance it a little bit, or they can tell me the same thing. Hey, Q, you need to fix this, you know.
Do you have like live webinars also where people can sort of log on and they can watch you live?
That will be
later.
That's streaming. That's very high expensive stuff right now. So we're just doing the whole, they send me a video and I'll just send them stuff back, and there's a chat in there and things like that. But yes, we definitely do want to do the whole video chat one day.
So now where have you been performing lately? Have you been traveling?
Yeah. We just got back from Athens, Greece, and we went to Spain, Madrid, and then right now we go to Toulouse, France, for a couple days, and then we go to that. There's a DJ Expo in a couple weeks in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Manage to sort of keep recreating your craft with all the new technology just coming out? How do you sort of move from what you did back in the 80s and the 90s and what you're doing today? How do you sort of differentiate it?
Oh, well, it's, you know, there's always new ideas coming about. You have your friends say, hey, why don't you do this and that? And, you know, you'll see something on TV, or maybe you'll just have a bike ride and you're in nature and something will hit you and you're like, wow, that flower looks like a good idea for a type of sound. You know,
really?
Sure. You can be inspired by anything. So it's infinite inspiration as long as you're open to knowing that, you know, God is always trying to tell you something, so you have to just keep your ears open.
You've got to pay attention.
That's right.
That's cool. So what's in store for you next? So you've got this online university.
A long time ago, I think 10 years ago, I made a movie. It went to the Sundance Film Festival. It was a graffiti animated cartoon movie. And so I want to do something like that with my next album.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. Wow.
Yeah, it's really messy in here. I forgot to clean it. Totally forgot.
That's cool. So where's...
Okay, let me just tidy up the place.
Where's your station? Where do you...
Oh, it's anywhere. I could be anywhere. You know, it's made for up to 8 DJs. You know, someone can drum, someone can play scratch a vocal, someone can scratch a violin, someone can scratch a bass, whatever.
So where you do the final mixes and everything?
Sure. This is like the recording area, and
of course, I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
As a mother, naturally, I think every mother should be proud of her son if he is successful, right?
Yeah. Did you ever think he would go so far when he started doing his DJing?
Yes, because before he was born, I know already that he's going to be a millionaire before he reaches the age of 40.
Talaga? What quality of yours do you think has really helped you remain viable all these years? You've been in the business a long time.
I think just knowing that, you know, the ultimate happiness is in giving, and the ultimate evil is selfishness.
Yeah.
So might as well be happy and give, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you help people with what you love to do, it's going to come back to you, and that's pretty much what drives me. We're all part of God, so we're pretty much just one.
Yeah.
You know, so when you realize that, it's like you really can't get mad at anyone else because they just don't know to love each other. You know.
But as they say, you know, if your hand is open to give, then your hand is open to receive.
Sure. Yeah, it's like the ultimate evil is selfishness.
Yeah.
So, you know, might as well be happy and give.
You're a very spiritual person, huh?
Well, I'm learning. You know, there's a lot of questions I had because I was raised Catholic.
And you really seem to infuse a lot of spiritualism into your music. I mean, you were talking about the birds chirping and the color of the flower and how that kind of makes you think of a tune and a tone.
Sure. Yeah, it's you know, art is in nature. Like God's art is you know, is ridiculous. It's everywhere.
So, what one advice do you have for a teen that's, you know, wants to follow in your footsteps?
Well, they have to know that they have different fingerprints, as everyone does, and so they have a special gift to give, and the beauty they create is going to be different from everyone else's beauty.
Yeah.
To create, so don't be afraid to learn a craft, because when you learn it, what you love to do, you're going to create something beautiful, no matter what you do. If you're patient and you stick with it, you'll be rewarded.
Well, for those that are interested in taking some classes from QBert's online university, where do they go?
It's easy. It's a Q scratch with a K. So it's QSKRATCHU. QBertScratchUniversity.com or QScratchU.com.
Beautiful. Well, good luck on this new endeavor, and we look forward to hearing more from you.
All right. Cool.